Where do I even begin? Hi, this is Renee, and this is my love letter to 2022 with all the things that I've taken away from this year. I hope you enjoy watching. Number 1. Walks while playing cute romantic music. I can't even begin to tell you the serotonin I get from playing Taylor Swift, Tate McRae, or something cute on my phone while walking, especially in winter or fall. Being sad after making a decision doesn't mean it was the wrong one. I think one of the biggest things I've learned growing up is that we're only going to be making bigger decisions here on out, and they're not going to be easy. They're going to have to be tough calls made, and it's not always going to be fun, and there's always going to be cons and downsides, but that doesn't mean it was the wrong decision to make. Reading for 20 minutes before you sleep. Okay, so I switch between either a cute, cheesy rom-com book or meditation books, self-help books, but hey, whatever unwinds you, feel free. You need to feel it to heal from it. I think I've realized this year that I can't really run from feelings because really they're just going to add up until you burn out or break. So I think whether it's crying, talking to a friend, going on a run, whatever it is that helps you get in touch with yourself and name your feelings, you do whatever works for you. Trust in God's timing. So this year, especially with second year uni, I see other people following a similar timeline and a path, and it does get stressful as much as I try to remind myself that everyone has their own way. But I've started to realize that God's timing is impeccable, and even if it takes a little longer, everything will still work out. Treat yourself once a week, whatever your guilty pleasure is. I'm talking box brownies with marshmallows and candy canes. Whatever it is. Embrace your flaws because that's what makes you human. I think this year especially, I am forcing myself to constantly remind myself and other people that if we were all perfect and we were all flawless and we had no issues in our lives and no chaos, that really wouldn't be life. And our flaws is what makes us us, and we learn from our mistakes and we learn from the past, and that's how we grow and be better people. Life will never be perfect. There will always be downs. There are always going to be dips in your life that kind of make you feel like crap, but we can change how we deal with them from experience, and we can change how we grow from them. Jewelry that reminds you of loved ones. All my jewelry has meaning of some sort, whether it's a person or whether it's an event. I think either matching jewelry, birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, they're really great. Consider getting some. Make your alone a beautiful place to be. Even if you're surrounded by amazing people in your life, being alone should still be able to bring you that peace and recollection and self-reflection you need in your life to ground you, which at least I found to be really grounding and empowering. Being heartbroken just means you had the privilege to love and be loved. Take that how you will. Sunday resets. So I have pushed my cleaning all into mainly one day of the week, other than small maintenance things every day. But sheets, laundry, kitchen, bathroom gets cleaned on Sundays thoroughly, and when I tell you, it is incredibly satisfying, and you get to blast good music. Facing your fear head on and overcoming it makes you realize your power. Fears are scary, and I have the tendency to sometimes let them consume me. Still working on that, but baby steps. Taking a little bit at a time and overcoming it does make you realize how strong you are and how much you're capable of doing, especially on your own. Mistakes are proof you're trying. Yes, you've probably heard this before, but I definitely have been reflecting on this year, that we're always going to be screwing up somehow because that's life and that's a learning process. But hey, you're learning, and that means you're working to be a better person. Do whatever makes you feel happy to be alive. If it makes sense to you, if it makes you happy, do it. And I'm working on also not caring as much about what other people think. There's no shame in loving with everything you have. There's no shame in loving passionately with all your heart. I think I used to guilt myself a lot for that, for maybe being the one that loves more and cares more, but it's turned into something that I'm proud of more than I am ashamed and scared of. Home doesn't have to be a place. It's wherever your people are. I can tell you for one that this year, especially with moving back and forth across the country, the question of home locations have crossed my mind, but I think especially in the last semester I've realized that I have little homes everywhere, and I have parts of me everywhere, and I stand by it. I know I can call many cities my home because that's wherever the people I love are. You can create new traditions and norms. You can be the change, and you can break the cycle, and you can move on to new and better things. Give yourself grace. Now, what is grace? Grace to me is unearned, undeserved favor. I've started to tell myself that I don't need to earn a reward, a break, even just a moment to breathe. Like, I don't have to earn it. Sometimes if my body needs it, if my mind needs it, I just have to do it. And that's completely okay. We are changed by the difficulties we encounter. Now, life is always going to be full of events that change us, good and bad. But that also shapes who we are as a person. And good or bad things that have happened in the past, they also help shape your character, and they're the reason why you are who you are today, and you should be very proud of that. And lastly, having bad feelings doesn't make you a bad person. Having negative feelings is completely normal, and frankly, that's how you're going to get rid of them even, is recognizing them, accepting them, and working through them. Before I go, 2022 has been one of, if not the best year I've had so far. And by best, I don't mean all positives. Best as in, it's taught me the most, it's changed me the most, and it's helped me grow the most. So to 2023, I hope you bring me more of these lessons, and I hope to discover more about myself then. Bye.